YouTube. Today we're gonna be talking about the Broncos official 53-man roster. It's finally over. Cut day is over. Everything's been taken care of. Let's go ahead and get into it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell. All right, so the Broncos official 53-man roster has been determined, man. Let's go ahead and get into the offense first and foremost. Quarterback competition, backup quarterback competition is finally over with, and Britt Rippon has won the job. Now, that doesn't mean Josh Jackson is not on the team. He's actually made the practice team, but Britt Rippon is officially the Broncos backup going into the season, man. Next up is running backs. It's been a hefty amount of running backs that Denver brought in, and about 6 guys that Denver brought in, and we're just going to stick with 3 of them, it looks like, which is Melvin Gordon, Mike Boone, and Javonte Williams, of course, who's going to be our starter. Wide receiver competition was extremely competitive, man. We had a lot of guys come out and put out a good showing, really. So KJ Hamler, Jerry Jeudy, Montreal Washington, Cortland Sutton, Tyreek Cleveland, and Jalen Virgil made the team. Tyreek Cleveland was he had a neck injury, and I think that really played into his favor with making this team, man, because we had a lot of guys, Brandon Williams, a lot of guys come out and really have good showings in the preseason and in practice. Now, we already knew that Montreal Washington was going to be making the team because he's going to be our main returner. But it was good to see players like KJ Hamler go out there and have a good showing in the preseason. He played in the last preseason game. Believe he played a quarter and a half, maybe a whole entire half. But I think it was good to see him come out there, take a big hit, bounce right back up like nothing happened. That man KJ is back, man. Next up, we got tight ends. This competition was it was okay. Greg Dosage still coming back from a hamstring injury. Then we got Eric Saubert making the team. Albert Okwuegbunam, who is going to be our starter, of course. And last but certainly not least, our fullback / tight end, Albert Beck, who's making the team here. Offensive line, this is where things got hectic, man. We have a lot of tackles, to say the least. So let's go ahead and get into it. We got Billy Turner, right tackle, Luke Wattenberg, a draft pick in this year's draft. Please go check out my video about him. It should be down below in the description. Had a nice video about Luke, man. I believe he's gonna be our backup center or our backup interior lineman. He's pretty versatile. He can play left, center, and right guard. Then we got Dalton Risner, who's I'm believing is going to be our starting left guard. Garrett Bowles, our starting left tackle. Cam Fleming, who may start the season as our starting right tackle, or it could be Calvin Anderson. Quinn Miners and Lloyd Cushenberry III are starting center. Now, this particular position group was crazy because it was a lot of moving around that the coaches were doing. It was a terrible showing of everybody against the Bills game, offensive line and defensive line. They were getting just manhandled, but the starters weren't in there, so we didn't see Garrett Bowles or any of the other starters. But our right guard, we have a new right guard. It's going to be Quinn Miners. Love it. Then we're going to have basically a competition at right tackle. It's going to be a revolving door, I believe. Billy Turner is coming back from an injury, and whenever he's back healthy, it's been reported that he's going to be the one getting that job. But let's go ahead and go on to special teams. We got Brandon McManus making the team. Corliss Waitman making the team, pushing out Sam Martin. Sam Martin is now a Buffalo Bill. He just wanted too much money, and he wasn't coming down, so the Broncos cut him, and the Bills picked him up. Then we got Jacob Moyer as our long snapper. Next up, we got the defense. And defense, I really like the decisions we made here. But there's one decision that I think we could have handled a little bit better. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Outside linebackers, Randy Gregory, Jonathan Cooper, Nick Benito, Bradley Chubb, Brandon Browning, and Aaron Patrick. Now, this is where I think that we could have did a little bit something better. If you haven't already heard, the Broncos have traded Malik Reed to the Steelers for some late round draft picks in exchange for Malik Reed and one more draft pick, late round draft pick. But I definitely would have liked to see Malik stay on the team, and maybe we could have moved Aaron Patrick to our practice team or something. But it's tough to see Malik go, especially for such a cheap option, if you ask me. 6th, 7th round pick. I don't think it's worth somebody who was leading the Broncos in sacks for the past 2 years. Then we got cornerbacks. Patrick Surtain, starting cornerback. The next great cornerback. Michael Ojemudia making the team. K'Wan Williams, Ronald Darby, Damari Mathis, absolute dog, and Essang Bassey, man. Damari Mathis, I can't wait to see what he does out there on the field. I think we're going to be running a lot of sets and a lot of dime and nickel packages, and we may see him on the field more than he may be even expected. He's a phenomenal athlete, and his IQ is getting better each and every week as far as football IQ goes. Safeties, Caden Stearns, dog. Love Caden Stearns in his backup role for right now. I think he's going to be in that backup role until either we in a dime package and we have Kareem Jackson playing up close, or until he takes somebody's job, honestly. But we got Kareem Jackson making the team, Justin Simmons making the team, of course, DeLorean Turner Yale making the team. Please check out my video about him, and PJ Locke. All those guys, great players for us. I think they're going to be really, really efficient and smart. There's going to be a lot of turnovers. I feel it. I feel a lot of turnovers coming from these guys, and as well as our cornerbacks this season. Picks, fumbles, you name it. Next up, we got our defensive lineman, Matt Henningsen. I did this last time when I made the video about him. Please check out my video I made about Matt Henningsen. I don't know why I mess up his name. It's so easy. But he made the team. Ioma Uwazurike. There we go. Made the team as well. Draymond Jones, DJ Jones, and Deshaun Williams. Now, I got a questions about Draymond Jones and DJ Jones. Are they going to have like the DJ Jones on the back of his jersey? And for Draymond, they're going to have Draymond Jones, because they can't just do D Jones, because they both are D Jones. So we'll see how that happens here week 1. But then we got our inside linebackers. I'm really surprised that we only kept 4, being that last year we lost both guys early in the season. We lost both starters. But Justin Strnad made the team. Josie Jewell made the team. Alex Singleton made the team. And Jonas Griffith made the team as well. We did bring in Joe Schobert, but he lost a step, man. And I don't think any team picked him up as of yet. And he's out of the league, if you ask me, from his performance that he put up when he was with us. He lost a step. He just needs to come back with more fire if he's going to be an NFL linebacker. But that's the 53-man roster, Broncos country. It's going to be a great season for us. Check in for my next video. I'm going to be talking about I'm actually going to be previewing our Seahawks game that we have in a few days here on Monday night. Russell Wilson's return. It's going to be one of those games that you tell your kids about, man. Hey, but please like, comment, subscribe to the video. Let me know what you think down below. Check out the Instagram. Check out the Twitch. Your boy is top 30 in the world in Madden. Like I already said, I was going to be. I'm not the #1 Broncos player, but hey, I'm top 30 in the world in Madden, man. Check out the Twitch. I'm going to be going live on there soon. It's your boy Joy Talks. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all.